Things that make you go.
You know, these aren't jokes. These are thoughts. These are things that make you say.
When soul singer and black activist Sam Cooke wrote the lyrics to his song, "A Change Is Gonna Come," it was very direct and to the point. With some changes to it, the song was still digestible. In the year 2019, black folks continue to go through the change rather than direct the change. A community activist named Taalik Ibn'rad has made an appeal similar to what Sam Cooke was asking for. A change. It's said that the meek shall inherit the earth. We ask when. When will the landlords give the meek a free lease? Mr. Ibn'rad is humbly asking for the state of Mississippi.
O'Shea shows.
Nick, selling drugs to, black people and then making some excuse about it, saying like, I'm a product of my environment. I didn't have any other choice. When, there's plenty of other choices than selling drugs and breaking the law. And we're talking about breaking the law. We're not talking from the moral standpoint. We're talking about lawful. Okay. So again, laws have consequences. Morals are just, subjective. But when you have laws and things on paper that say, if you do this, we're going to punish you by incarcerating you, and you break them and you're dumb enough to get caught, then you're just dumb.
All right. Shout out to Reality's Temple in the building. Well, just for myself, I got to get him on here, man. You talk about somebody polarizing. Whoa. that brother is, I'll leave that alone. Shout out to the brother, though. Just.
Hey, my brother, I had to call you and thank you personally again. I cannot describe to you how happy I was to meet you in person, finally. That was just, amazing.
We want
want to make sure that we're not just working to be first, but we're working to be right. A lot of times there are situations when things are just happening so fast. You've got breaking news happening. You've got storms moving in. When there's a breaking news situation, we get our crew to the scene. They're on the ground, they're asking the questions, gathering the information, and in the final seconds before you see us, we're getting that confirmation. It's always important to be fast, but we always want to be right.
Free your mind.
I just wanted to make a quick comment, you know.
Wow, bro.
When I was in the Nation of Islam, I was 18, 19 years old. There was, of course, there was more than just Minister Farrakhan out there. It was other Nation of Islam folks out there also. And I went to visit this brother called the Son of Man, Brother Marvin Muhammad. And if you go there, he's in Mississippi. Matter of fact, Red Lake, Mississippi. I believe that's the city, Red Lake, Mississippi. I was 18, 19 years old. We was buying eggs, I believe, from the Son of Man, Marvin Muhammad. And we went there. And the Son of Man had small grocery store, a barber shop, a car repair shop, places where his followers live. It seems as though Marvin Muhammad was actually expressing, even to this day, he is acting upon the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. And I was asked when I was 18, 19 years old by Marvin Muhammad, he wanted me to join his group. Right. Now my brain told me at that time, my brain told me that this was a good thing, because what I saw was the actual teachings in effect. And this was coming from a small group. I compared Marvin Muhammad to Minister Farrakhan. And Minister Farrakhan had more followers, more money, more celebrity, more everything. And when I looked at what we was doing, there was no comparison. But there was a reason why I decided to stay with Minister Farrakhan, because I was 18, 19 years old. And quite honestly, even though Marvin Muhammad actually was showing progress with the teachings. Even though he was making progress with the teachings and actually doing those things, I decided to stay with Mr. Farrakhan because of the hype, because of the thousands of people, because of the television, because of the big show. Now here's Marvin Muhammad. Now mind you, I'm not endorsing Marvin Muhammad. All this religious stuff is crap to me. But when it comes to the teachings, even now, Marvin Muhammad, the Son of Man, actually is expressing the teaching of Elijah Muhammad, doing what the teaching is supposed to be done more than Mr. Farrakhan. But people are attracted to Farrakhan because of the hype, because of the celebrities, because of the show, the big show. There was a sister, I was on my post after a meeting. She came out of the meeting and she told me, that was a nice show y'all put on, young man. And I'm like, that I've never forgot what she said, because she said that was a nice show y'all put on. And that bothered me because I'm not here to be a show. I'm thinking I'm into something serious business. I want to change the condition of our people and myself. What she mean by show? I started to say, I'm not here for a show. So, but now, thinking back, I see why she saw this as a show. Because it's still a show now. And so now I understand why you have people like Brother Ben and Malcolm Flex TV, these young brothers and sisters. I know what the attraction to Farrakhan is. The big show. Because he cannot show you schools all over the country. He cannot show you that the Nation of Islam, instead of begging for a state, actually took over some states, or a city, or a town, or farms all over the country. International trade. He can't show you nothing. It's just a show. And what brought me to wanting to speak about this real quick is there was a post by Malcolm Flex 10. What's his name? Malcolm Flex TV. It's a picture of him, Rizza Islam, and I think Snoop Dogg or whoever, blah, blah, blah. See, that's what it's all about. You think that Snoop Dogg, you think that Mary J. Blige, Ariana Grande, you think because all these people listen to Farrakhan, shake his hand, all this celebrity, all these things, you think that brings validation to whatever that you're doing. So that means because Farrakhan has all these celebrities, Dougie Fresh, Snoop Dogg, and whoever, and because Marvin Muhammad don't have that, that makes him more valid than Marvin Muhammad.
God damn, man.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when you have Pepsi-Cola and Coca-Cola and all these different companies, they hire celebrities so that you will buy their products. You say, it must be something good with that because Beyonce drink Pepsi-Cola. Michael Jackson drink Pepsi-Cola. So they're hoping that since you like Michael Jackson and you like Beyonce, you want to drink some Pepsi or some Coca-Cola. Does that make soda pop valid? Does it make it a good drink for you? No. It's a bunch of sugar, artificial colors and flavorings.
Hey, man.
Carbon dioxide in it, something, a poison you want your body's trying to get rid of. But you're sold on that. So you think because Farrakhan has thousands of people come listen to him He's more valid than me. He's more valid than Brother Gary or Brother Isaiah. They are more valid than we are because they got thousands of people, or I got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. You think that any of these people on here really are more valid, more logical, more real than this platform because they have 100,000 subscribers, 40,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers, or whatever.
I'm going to give for some stupid reason, man.
And in fact, the reality is, if it was not for YouTube terminating my channel, I would have 50,000, 60,000 subscribers, easy. Been on here ever since 2007. 100 channels terminated. These people have not gone nowhere near.
Like, got started.
And then they go all out of their way to flag my little videos, flag my little channel. These small forces, why do you think they continuously terminate and harass small channels and don't bother the big boys? That's because it's nothing but show. It's nothing but hype. That's all that it is. You're not going to get anything from it. They give you nothing. So how are you going to be like Farrakhan, all this hype, but don't have nothing of substance to show? If you go to Red Lick, Mississippi, it's not beautiful. It's not a palace or nothing like that. But if you go to Red Lick, Mississippi, and visit Marvin Muhammad, the Son of Man, down there in Red Lick, Mississippi, they have a school. Who my God could have $1 million some dollars. They don't have a school after 10 years or whatever. Marvin Muhammad, they just built a school. They have they have a bakery. They have all that stuff right there. Now, what can he do? What can his people do with the millions of dollars, all the people to help him? What could Marvin Muhammad do when he take a few dollars and produce that? And you tip it off a man talking to Mary J. Blige and all these celebrities, and you don't have a pot to pinch in still. That's right, Allison. Bunch of scammers. So I understand Brother Ben, and I understand Malcolm Flex, because yeah, they believe, but it's all about the hype, because that's what got me. That really was part of the reason why I stayed so long, because I enjoyed the hype, the thousands of people, television, the radio, you know, all of this hype, this show. But when it was all, when the dust finally cleared out, you have nothing.
Rock a little bit.
So you will get more for your dollar being here, because you don't even have to give nobody $1 here. And you get the same thing that you get from Farrakhan here, which is nothing.
I counted, oh man. And then after that, and then I was on home time because I had to go to a funeral, and they did that shit again. And
all those people, all the millions of dollars, all these subscribers, these people aren't producing no more than my little channel. Nothing. But the one thing that you'll get here is that we're going to keep it real here. And if you ever want to get real, if you really take things and take this life serious, you're going to produce the real, because you're not going to settle for less. You're not going to settle for show. You're not going to settle, oh, thousands of people. I got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Oh, we on television and radio. We doing all these shows. I'm the greatest scholar. I'm the most requested scholar ever. And you were producing what? Absolutely nothing. So that's the rant I want to get off my chest.
The scholars and what have you stuff, and that's good in that area. And I do believe that there's Black folks that want youngsters that want to get into the realm of scholarship. Mm-hmm. You know, and then they can, you know, use their scholarship and what have you and stuff to in other things. It's like the biological theory of evolution and what have you and stuff. People say, oh God, what is that? Biological theory is even in computer science and computer engineering and agriculture and medicine and what have you and stuff. So that's just my take. I just rebuke what have you. My field is psychology. I mean, I got a degree in that, but I love science. I love history. I like sociology, which I have a degree in that. I like politics. I just like having talk, and I like having fun. Yeah. I love human beings. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I like living. I damn sure like to goddamn refute and rebuke people like Isaiah. That goddamn Nazi shoots and ladder scholarship. Goddamn monopoly money on scholarship. And he hear me. He trying to act like he don't hear me there.
I just met him today.
What?
I just met Isaiah today and listened to. I never read his book. I just met him today. And the only thing I know is what I heard from him today. The few minutes before his audio, his technical difficulties. And I want to say,
well, stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, man. That brother T, man. Man,
but see, this is psychology too. Because we come from where we come from.
Yeah.
We want to feel smart. We want to feel intelligent. We want to feel scholarly because from where we come. Because for 400 years living in this country, we've been nothing. So let me get a little something. Let me get a little something.
Go off. Go ahead, Taalik.
Yeah, let me get a little something. Maybe I can impress another slave. Because that's all you're doing. You're not going to impress nobody really in that discipline. The only thing you're going to impress is another slave that don't know no better, just like you do. That's all you're going to impress. You're also not going to impress those, just like you said, those who are thinking, those who are logical, those who embrace reasoning, those who just use plain common sense. Because from the little that he said, I have so many questions for this man. Black, you talking all that black first. I just raised the question on a video. What is black? Is it a people or is it a race? It cannot be two. It cannot be both of them. Either you're a people or you're a race. There's no bird called bird. The species is called bird, and then you have different kinds of birds. So it would be the same thing with black folks. If black is the race, then there's different kinds of black people. You said they are all over the world. But so what does that make us in America called black? Because you can't be the black people and the black race, because black is a race. So what people are we? See, the whole thing is confusing because he's talking about the white man's knowledge. At the foundation of what he's talking about, the racial construct is white. They're the ones who created the racial construct of Caucasian and black and white and African and all this stuff. So you have to relate to them. In fact, they're the only ones that can really bring those answers because they are the ones that created it. You didn't create it. That's why you're gonna have a tough time trying to explain their confusion. Now, if he want to try that, be my guest. But for me, I really don't care. It don't impress me none. And then if you black first, and the original man, black folks do everything first, then common sense tell you that the black man was the first rapist, he was the first pedophile, the first homosexual, the first thief, the first liar, the first woman beater. He was also first that too. But you just ignore those things. You just ignore that. And just talk about, oh, we built the pyramids and we created and all these different things. No, and the black man was the first one that farted. Okay, all right, okay. Now you want to ignore all these other firsts to go to all these things that make you feel. See, it's all about feeling good about yourself because you're suffering from low self-esteem because you've been beat down and whooped and made to look like an inferior for hundreds of years. So you talk about all these other people did these things first. You wasn't around. There was nobody. These people was not calling themselves black or African 500 million years ago. You got that from the Caucasian people, this black. Black did not come into creation until the late 1700s when the Peckerwood created this racial garbage. Only the Europeans. Nobody else was involved. No so-called black folks, no Asians. Nobody else on this planet developed and created these categories of race except them. And here you are basing your information and your knowledge on what these people created, what they've done. Something that did not exist 500 million years ago. Matter of fact, if you go and look at people's history, all these animals, the white man or these peckerwoods, actually, they renamed everything. Because if you go to other people's cultures, a bear is not a bear in another person's culture. A crocodile is not a cut. They call these animals, had different names. But when they come into control, when they come into domination, then they became like the Adam, the new Adam, and now they started renaming everything on the planet, including your happy ass.
I can hear y'all now. I'm back.
Hey, real quick, we're on YouTube.